I needed to make $75 tonight on Uber Eats, or else this whole shift was a waste. And honestly, I didn't think I was gonna hit it. Okay, so it is 4:59 at this very moment, and we are going to go ahead and go online. Hopefully Uber Eats can get us some orders. So this was the first order of the day for me, and I was sitting in this restaurant for about 15 minutes. I was kind of scared with how we started because this order wasn't that much money, and how long I was waiting, it kind of held me up. But it turned out that it ended up being a pretty good order. So I ended up getting an extra order, so it was a double delivery. It added about an extra 5 miles for about an extra $6. Overall, after these two orders, I made a total of about $13 after my first two deliveries of the day. And at this point, I was feeling a little more confident after waiting in that restaurant for about 15 minutes, but I was still kind of scared we wouldn't do better than we did last week. So we're about an hour and a half in. I'm not sure how much I've made so far. I'm pretty sure it's over $20. Last week doing DoorDash, we only made $55 the whole time. So after dropping off that McDonald's order, they gave me another order for a Kroger not too far away. It was for $12.05 for 7 items. However, once I got there, I slowly realized I have just arrived at the biggest Kroger I have ever seen. Although I was intimidated, I went through the store pretty easily, found all the items I needed to. Luckily, all the items were in stock. Walking around, I couldn't help but realize that this Kroger is about the same size as the Walmart where I live at, which I just thought was insane. Surprisingly, it was not that busy. There was barely any people in there despite the size of the store, and it always makes it so much easier when the stores don't have a lot of people in them, and it makes the checkout super easy and super simple. Now, as I was about to finish up at Kroger, Uber Eats decided to give me another order. It was for some Asian restaurant called Ocean Samurai, and when I walked in, I was greeted with a nice smile and a long wait. However, they had some nice artwork with Charlie Brown, and they also had some other culture pieces to keep me distracted while I waited. They also had these really nice cushions to sit on, which I thought was a thoughtful gesture. I also couldn't help but look at all these drinks that I had never seen before. But they finally gave me the order, and I was finally on my way to deliver the Kroger order first, followed by the Ocean Samurai order. So it was probably around 7:30 to 8 after finally finishing this double order. It was at this point I started to get nervous, because Uber Eats started giving me just terrible orders, back to back to back. Luckily, I had this beautiful sunset to keep me calm while I patiently waited for more orders. As I was driving, I couldn't help but wonder if I would make more than I did last week. That was my main goal for the day. It is 9:11 right now, and we've probably made around $70 so far. We definitely did a lot better than last week's video where we did DoorDash. Right now we're gonna go deliver this McDonald's order. I will say the one thing about Uber Eats is I do have to wait. So I just waited in a McDonald's for like 15 to 20 minutes for a McChicken and a large fry. I used to be a McDonald's manager. I know a thing or two. I know it doesn't take that long to make a large fry and a McChicken. It is 9:30 right now, and I am just gonna sit here and wait around, hopefully get one more good order. So far, we've made about $70, and that is a lot better than last week. So it is currently 10 o'clock exactly. I do think there's more tips coming in still, so I'll give it a few minutes before I update y'all again. So my goal was $75, and I ended up making $91. But after 117 miles, I still can't decide if it was worth it or not. That's the part most people don't talk about when doing gig work, is all the expenses, the gas, the wear and tear on your vehicle. They don't talk about those things. Would you drive 117 miles for $91? And if you like real breakdowns like this, go ahead and subscribe, because I do this every single week. Y'all have a good one.